they can be the ones that do all the research and all the analysis and very strategically and systematically kind of figure out, after digging through hours and days and weeks, okay, I'm going to start with this card, then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And there's the other person that's just like, they saw one blog post that said, this is a good card, and they're like, I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to keep going. And then they're off to the races, and they kind of figure out as they go, right? So they have the super analytical, kind of slower moving researcher, and the person that just kind of no chill, full send. I'm just going to start and my velocity is going to be strong. So I'm curious, what path were you on, or were you somewhere in the middle?
Yeah, so maybe in the middle, and depending on the day, maybe one side or the other, right? Part of that's just kind of the way that I'm wired. So when I heard that first podcast of Chris Hutchins, he was really talking about, at that moment, I remember he kept talking about Amex Gold, Amex Gold, Amex Gold. Again, I didn't know anything about Amex Gold. Never had an Amex card in my life, had one credit card, that Southwest card. And so within 2 weeks, guess what? I had an Amex card and an Amex Gold card at that. And so I went straight in. I told my wife, I said, hey, I'm getting an Amex card. And she's like, wait, what? What are you doing? Well, why are you doing this? And in my excitement and gusto, I tried to explain all the things about points and miles, with my 2 weeks of knowledge. So when I went in, I started listening to these podcasts. I found you and some other folks. I started reading, doing all the beginner type opportunities, like on your website, for instance, and really tried to educate myself. But at the same time, my patience isn't one of those that I'm going to take 12 weeks to wrap my arms around it completely. And I really just wanted to start. And that's what I did. So